The feed, so let's get into this tea. Young and May is responding.
Yo, what up, mob? I mean, I know y'all see this video going around on the blogs or whatever the case. Somebody I once upon a time was with posted me in the hospital at a vulnerable moment. Something that I've owned already. It's been 2 years. That was 2 years ago. You know what I mean? I had an unfortunate situation in my life, and I got sick. I got really sick. You understand? It's not really too much to say on it. It's something I already spoke about. You feel me? I got a whole music video talking about it. Something I express in my music often. You know what I mean? I'm a human. We go through things. We make mistakes. You feel me? I just didn't expect this.
What was the music video?
Person to do that. But you know, it is what it is. I don't even know what to say. All I can do is let God handle it. You feel me? All I can do is let God handle it. That's just been always my phrase moving forward. Just moving with God, man. I just feel like that was just so foul though. You feel me? Like that's just foul. I don't even know how a person can have the urge or willing to want to even do something like that. That just speaks a lot. And I just never knew this was her character. You feel me? Like, just never knew. But you know, people be people sometimes and you just never know. And it is what it is. But this is something I've owned. Like, I'm not ashamed of this. This is real. You know what I'm saying? I went through a time in my life that I was real dark. But I'm good now. I'm very healthy. And my supporters know that. Big mob shit. You already know what it is, man. Open Scars on YouTube. And I'm dropping that link. I ain't ashamed of nothing.
Modi. Thank you.
It says a lot about this person's character, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. Reap what you sow. I had a depression stage.
Open Scars is.
Some of her fans.
Right, she put it in her own music video. We about to listen to the song. She thought there was something. Come to the feed, so let's get into this tea. So we are about to get into I think this guy name is Sarunas. Sarunas. I'm gonna show y'all him. This guy right here. But y'all can't see. Right here. This guy. So y'all know he is the brother. If you don't know, he is the brother of Kiki Palmer's baby father. So remember when Kiki Palmer's baby father was being exposed by Kiki Palmer's mother? Kiki Palmer's mother, oh my God. Kiki Palmer's mother was telling everybody that the brother was abusive, insecure, and so is the baby father. I don't know why she included the brother. Maybe because the brother jumped in, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the brother jumped in their little back and forth or whatever. So anyway, now he is getting exposed for telling a woman, well, basically telling his woman that he gave sperm to a woman in 2021 at a sperm bank, and that's why she has a baby by him, allegedly. If I ain't mistaken, she does have a child. And if I'm wrong, give me some grace. But that, his ex-girlfriend or whatever, she is coming out to expose him about that and exposing him for allegedly being abusive. So, let's get into that. This is him basically copping pleas saying he didn't do it, but we're going to get into her story first.
Put a finger down if you dated a F-list celebrity since 2021. You know, you guys had your back and forths on and off, but at the end of the day, you guys always came back to each other and talked about building a life and having kids, and you showed him unconditional love 24/7. You took care of his daughter like she was your own. Meanwhile, all of this stuff is going on. His brother had a baby and was dating a very, very, very famous child star actress, now adult. And they were going through their legal drama publicly, and her mother came out accusing your boyfriend of being an abuser, a narcissist, evil, every horrible thing you can think of.
Right.
And all the while, he put a finger down. If you dated the while he's in your apartment hiding from people serving him, like law papers serving him. He's crying in your apartment about how everyone's trying to say that his character is like they've got him all wrong and none of these things are true. And because you're so in love with this guy, you believe every single thing that he says. Flash forward to end of 2024, December 2024. You finally get tired of all of the back and forth, the up and down, the highs and the lows with this guy. So you write him an email that basically says, I cannot do this any longer. Please leave me alone. You know, go on with your life. You know, this is just too much for me. He calls you. Why did you send that email? You go, it's pretty self-explanatory.
I sent it because I don't want to deal with you or be with you, sir. Why else would I send the email, you little man, you?
So he basically tells you, let's work on us. The while he's in your apartment, like, let's try again. Like, I see a future with you. All of these things. And because you love this man deeply, you agree. So now you're hanging out, and now it's top of 2025. It's January, and you're thinking, okay, we're working together. No relationship is easy. Whatever. He wants to be here. I want to be here. Cool. We start watching a show one day, and we're watching this TV show, like a medical TV show, and there's a child that comes in to get an abortion. And I look at him, and he looks a little funny. So I'm like, are you okay? Like, is the show too queasy? He pauses the TV and tells you, I have to tell you something. Immediately, you start to shake and you feel sick to your stomach because the only thing this man could possibly tell you after all of his cheating and lying and scamming and everything else he's done is that he has a new baby coming. Ding, 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 ding. That's exactly what he told me. Like, let's try again. Like, I see a future.
So the baby is on the way now because she been holding sperm since 2021. Niggas will tell you anything.
Or he said back in 2021, he gave his sperm to a sperm bank to this woman. She froze his sperm since 2021 and then randomly decided to unfreeze it without his knowledge and insert it in herself. And now she was waiting to see if she was pregnant. I asked to see a contract. I asked to see the woman. He would not show me any of these things except saying, I don't owe you an explanation. I'm not going to defend myself. You need to believe what I'm saying. I'm distraught. I'm crying.
How you just tell somebody, hey, I forgot to let you know I had gave my sperm away and shit. And yeah, she gonna be she gonna have a baby this year and shit. Like what?
And then it becomes physical. After this man blows up and tells me that
then you whooping my ass because you told me
I'm nothing, that I will never be anything. Looks around my apartment. Mind you, this man hasn't worked in months because Hollywood doesn't want to deal with him. His name has been smeared, and so has his brother. And all of these things, then he resorts to hitting you. And this was not the first time. This was the second. Except for, he said, back in 2021, he gave his sperm to a sperm bank to this woman. She froze his sperm since 2021 and then randomly decided to unfreeze it without his knowledge and insert it in herself. And now she was waiting to see if she was pregnant.
Like, do you know how bold of a lie that is? Like, that is the craziest lie I have ever heard of. I wonder, like, did anybody help him with that lie? Was anybody like, hey, yo, like, we gotta come up with some shit together? You know what I'm saying? Oh, like, was this his idea? That was the craziest lie I've ever heard of in my life.
Asked to see a contract. I asked to see the woman. He would not show me any of these things except saying, I don't owe you an explanation. I'm not going to defend myself. You need to believe what I'm saying. I'm distraught. I'm crying. And then it becomes physical. After this man blows up and tells me that I'm nothing, that I will never be anything, looks around my apartment. Mind you, this man hasn't worked in months because Hollywood doesn't want to deal with him. His name has been smeared, and so has.
Here for you. You also told me a time you had to feed our daughter because he didn't, and him making a really dark, sick joke about her being R word, knowing she has autism. I'll stop here. Man, I need the rest of this story.
Look, I've never done anything like this.
Kiki Palmer mama was like, y'all not about to gang up on my daughter.
It's like, let's do a while.
All right, so we need the rest of the story. I just looked her up on TikTok. Of course, she is not there. Let me see.
Put a finger down if you dated a F-list celebrity.
I don't want to. TikTok. Yeah, she's not. Oh, no. Brittney. Yo. Oh, girl, here it is. I think. Oh, but that's not from her page. Here it is. Okay. Where's the story time? It is gone. Y'all, I need the rest of the story.
Put a finger down if you dated a F-list celebrity since 2021. So he basically tells you, let's work on us, like, let's try again, like, I see a stomach, because the only thing this man could possibly tell was pregnant. Mind you, I've been with this man since 2021, and he's never mentioned such thing because it is a lie. This man is such a liar that he couldn't even fess up and say, hey, when we were broken up for 3 days, I went and I had schmegs with someone else.
Girl, it ain't when y'all was broken up. Don't believe that. Now, ain't no way you don't. Ain't no way. Y'all will believe anything from these niggas, bro. So now it turned into when they broke up.
So he concocted this crazy, bizarre lie.
He's still lying.
That he donated his sperm. I asked to see a contract. I asked to see the woman. He would not show me any of these things except saying, I don't owe you an explanation. I'm not going to defend myself. You need to believe what I'm saying. I'm distraught. I'm crying. And then it becomes physical. After this man blows up and tells me that I'm nothing, that I will never be anything, to hitting you. And this was not the first time. This was the second. Didn't tell any of my family or friends about this stuff because I thought I could handle it. So, yes, after I've been cheated on, lied to, publicly embarrassed, everyone and their mother knows that this man is awful. But yet, somehow, he gets invited to all of these Hollywood parties, and people rave about him because he's a narcissist, and he's wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask, and, you know, I saw him that day for who he truly was, and he didn't like it, and he didn't like the things that I had to say, so he resorted into hitting me. Yeah, so put a finger down if you went through that.
Okay,
yeah,
so that was it.
This guy's gonna get his, but not by my hands. I think it's gonna be the Lord's.
Okay, so that's what she had to say. So His response: did you have a physical altercation with Brittney at all? She alleged that you got physical with her twice. No, I did not have a physical altercation with Brittney in the way it has been portrayed. I have never been violent toward her or any woman in my life, which it just sounds like cap, allegedly. Brittney has a history of experiencing abuse. I, too, witnessed abuse in my childhood, causing me to have significant caution and sensitivity surrounding this issue. With past false allegations made, they were weaponized. Acknowledging that I am a 6'8" black man, I am overly cautious of my presentation and physical potential. I have always been intentional about how I conduct myself, particularly in moments of heightened emotion. With some news that I did not know was false at the time was received and shared with her, Brittney became angry with my dishonesty and responded with physical confrontation. In an effort to apprehend her and de-escalate the situation, there was physical contact. However, at no point was this an act of violence, intimidation, or control. My only intent was to protect myself and prevent further escalation. While I understand how my physical presence can be perceived, I'm not a punching bag. I have never used my size or physical strength to intimidate, harm, or violate a woman. Since these public allegations, Brittney and I have been in contact on the phone, in which she has apologized and denied any form of domestic abuse occurring in our relationship. We have expressed mutual apologies for the personal matters that have unfolded publicly. We had an on and off connection for a few years, so I have deep respect for Brittney, and she will always hold a special place in my heart. Did you have a child with someone outside of your relationship, like Brittney said, or did you actually donate sperm? My 6-year-old daughter is my heart. She is my greatest purpose, my constant source of inspiration, and the reason I push forward despite the challenges that have come my way. I do not have another child or a child on the way. Beyond this, I respect the autonomy and choice of all women. Like, his answers are so cliche. Lastly, Dominique Perry mentioned that Brittney told her you forgot to feed your daughter and made a joke referring to her being our word that ends with tarded. Did this happen? Given the unfortunate circumstances, my time with my daughter is limited at times, and as she lives out of state now. Because of this, every moment we share is intentional. I do my absolute best to actively show up, nurture, and provide for her, ensuring that she is surrounded by love, care, and family support. The suggestion that I have neglected her in any way is a misrepresentation to serve and formulate a particular narrative. While her mother and I have our differences, I hold deep respect for her as the mother of my child. Ultimately, my daughter's well-being should never be weaponized. My daughter is not forgotten. She is prioritized. Her needs, sensitivities, and genius are not only acknowledged but embraced. I want to foster an environment where she is seen, heard, and supported in every way possible. Yo, I would never, like, if you break up with him, I would never want him to come anywhere near me. I'm breaking up with you. Why? Boop, boop, boop. Like, I need to move to a whole nother state, a whole nother country. Because them words, he gonna reel you back in every time. He gonna make you feel guilty and make you feel like you are the reason of whatever's going on. I don't care if we are talking about a burger from McDonald's. Okay, he is going to make that burger seem like it's the last thing or the first thing you need to have when you get up in the morning. And I just wouldn't be able to go anywhere near him. Okay, like get the hell away from me, sir. And then he's 6'8" with it, so that's even worse for some of y'all women, because Jesus, I know he over there like, listen to me. And you like, oh God, you know what I'm saying? You done got snatched up because he's so tall and strong. Girl, please. He manipulating every woman that comes in his life. Allegedly. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section below. This is a good video because I ain't know nothing about it, but hopefully sis get through this. Now, I do know that the woman who allegedly got the sperm and all that, she had a back and forth with Brittney. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't know where it is. So if y'all got it, drop the link down below and I'll react to it. Love y'all. Bye.